Welcome to Geneseo Soccer. Today's the second game of the boys' spring season, and today they'll be taking on the Galesburg Silver Strings. We are here at the TBK Sports Complex in Bettendorf, Iowa. The soccer field back in Geneseo is a little bit too wet today with about 1.5 inches of rain coming in. Of course, Monday was the first game of the season for the Maple Leafs. They took on the UT Panthers and came out victorious with a 4-2 victory in a hard-fought match. This will be another good measurement for the boys as they get against the Silver Streaks to see how they can fare out. My name is David Wallach, and I am your play-by-play announcer for today's game. The officials for today's game on the sidelines is Mr. Jonathan Crockett and Mr. George Schraub, and at center field as head referee is Mr. Greg Arney. Both teams are in their huddles right now going over some final instructions as we get ready to start competition here at the TBK Sports Complex. Just a quick reminder for you Geneseo soccer fans, the game that was scheduled for Rock Island this Saturday has been changed, again due to the wet field conditions. That game is now going to be played on Monday, the 22nd of March, and it's still scheduled to be played in Geneseo at our soccer pitch. Junior varsity match will be at 4:30, varsity introductions at 6 p.m., so make that change on your calendar. The Rock Island match is being moved from this Saturday to Monday, the 22nd of March. One of the things you'll see in this match here is it's being played on artificial turf, which means it's going to be a much faster game. That ball will roll and continue to roll. There's no obstruction. Passes will need to be crisp. And the thing we saw at the Monday game is towards that end of the second half, a lot of the players started getting winded as that was the first game of the season. So expect a good, competitive, fast match of boys high school soccer here in Bettendorf. Galesburg's out on the field getting ready to set up, having their team huddle. Here come the officials to get ready to position and start the match. Geneseo breaks their huddles, heads out to the field, and we'll be starting shortly. It looks like Galesburg will be taking the opening touch to start competition here at the TBK Sports Complex. Again, for boys high school soccer, we'll be playing 2 complete halves, 40 minutes per half, and we'll make sure that we let you know where the time is and what the score is as we progress through the game. Galesburg sets the ball, getting ready for the opening whistle. We'll be underway. There's the whistle. Match is underway. Galesburg's taking it, moving it back. Silver Streaks are moving it out to the far side. Trying to look for some open space as they head up along the touchline. But the ball's pushed out of bounds. Geneseo will take the throw. Bringing the throw is number 41, Rice. Ball goes over the touchline again. Geneseo throw. Trying to break up some action. Here we're bringing it into the center. Trying to cross it in over to Nelson. Ball's broken up by Galesburg. Silver Streaks are moving it to the outside. Touching it back, looking for some open space. Intercepted by Holke. Looking for somebody to pass to. Crosses it across the field. Sends it over to Rice, bringing it up the touchline. Again, positioning it. Holke chasing it down. Ball goes over the end line. Goal kick set for the Silver Streaks. This is a full-size regulation field here in Bettendorf. By observation, it looks pretty close, if not maybe a little larger than the field in Geneseo. So there'll be a lot of space for the players to move. Here comes Galesburg trying to bring it up. Geneseo intercepts, passes it over. Because he has it, bringing it back. Holke's bringing it up the middle, trying to get a pass in. Over to number 7. Shot and goal, Geneseo. Maple Leaf goal by number 7, Hunter Holke. Geneseo jumps into an early lead in this match. Against the East Moline match, Geneseo's defense was pretty stingent. The ball was kept in the offensive zone most of the time, and it looks like Geneseo's trying to set up the same precedence here against Galesburg. Quick early start. We're only 2 minutes into the match. Geneseo ahead 1-0. There's the opening touch. Galesburg again looking for a position. Moves it out to the far side. Ball's taken away. Bringing to the center, to the outboard side to Kukuru. Kukuru getting it over to Nelson. Nelson back to Holke. Ball deflects over the end zone. Last touch by Galesburg. Geneseo corner kick. Setting the corner for the Maple Leafs, number 7, Hunter Holke. Maple Leafs will try to move into the box to get position for a header into the net. Hands up. Dropped it back. Rice is picking it back up. There's the loft in. Broken up by Galesburg. Geneseo's backing it up, spreading the field, looking for some position. Ball's pushed over to Rice. Over to the far side, passing it to Holke. Moving it to the middle, deflected out, broken up by Galesburg. Geneseo's defense is playing pretty tough, trying to keep it in the offensive zone, denying Galesburg the chance to get over midfield. Bringing it back to reset, Smith's got the ball. Sends it back over to Rice. Rice sends it up to the middle. Ball's picked up by Nelson. Nelson gets it to the outside over to Worth, who's bringing it up the sideline. Being challenged by Galesburg. Cross to the middle. Broken up by Galesburg. Number 4. Galesburg trying to set up again. Geneseo picks it back up. Holke has it, trying to get through. Ball stolen by Galesburg. Coming up the sideline. There goes Galesburg up the side, far side. Intercepted by Smith, breaks the play up. Galesburg throw, last touch by Geneseo. Passes back to Reed for Galesburg. Sends it over to Ezekiel. Geneseo picks it up. Robinson trying to find an open spot. Gets it back to Holke. Long pass into number 2. Shot's going wide right. Picked up by the Galesburg goalkeeper. Cleared to the near side. Pass broken up by Rice. Sends it over to Holke. Geneseo's on the far side along the touchline. Defense is trying to whittle away, trying to get that ball. Finally picked away by Ethan Holke. Passes it up to the middle field, over to Nelson. Nelson drops it back to Holke. Sends it outboard to Rice. They're going to try the play up the far side touch line. Pass into the box. Broken up by Galesburg. Geneseo's bringing it back, resetting. Trying to get it to Worth. Broken up by Breslin for Galesburg. Last touch by Galesburg. It'll be Geneseo throw. Substitutions. We have Galesburg and Geneseo setting in substitutions. Geneseo will take the throw. Waiting for the official signal. There it is. We're back in play again. Passes into Nelson. Ball's taken away by Reed. Passes it over to Gomez. Back to Gomez. Gomez trying to go up the side. Play is broken up by Rice. Rice goes across the field over to Kukuru. Kukuru's going up the sideline to the touch. Over to Nelson. Nelson's looking for a cross to the middle. Dropping it back. Slaymaker's bringing it in. Over to Holke. Back to number 8, Ethan Holke. Taken away by Galesburg. Kent has the ball. Passing it up. Rice breaks up the play. Trying to find open space for Geneseo again. Gets it over to Holke Hunter. Moving the ball to center field, looking for an open slot. Ball's into Nate. Nate takes a shot. Deflected by Galesburg. Another try coming back in. Play is broken up by the Galesburg goalkeeper. Keep throws it out. Gets the ball over to Rivera. Rivera passes it back to Reed. Stolen by Nate Holke. Back over to Ethan Holke. Looking for an open slot to pass to. There's the pass into the center. Header by number 31, Nelson. Caught by the goalkeeper. Ball's cleared out way over midfield. A great kick by the goalkeeper. Geneseo's trying to bring it back in. Slaymaker getting it up over to Nelson. Nelson getting it to Kukuru. Kukuru getting it to the middle, looking for a shot. No one was there to pick it up. Good strategy, good play, getting the ball to the center. They couldn't capitalize that time. Here comes Geneseo back again. Looks like we have official interference. So the official, since he was in the way, whistled it. We'll set the ball down. Geneseo will get a direct kick. Shot goes wide to the left. Keep picks it up. Looking for an open spot on the Galesburg side. Another great kick goes over the center line into the Galesburg zone. Ball's broken up. Cleared out by Rice. Back to midfield. Geneseo's trying to play it out. Galesburg takes possession again. Gomez bringing the ball in. Passes it over to Kent. Back to Kent. Rivera gets it out to the corner. And we have a blind corner. I can't see what's happening. Substitutions coming in. Geneseo is sending 3 more players into the match. Galesburg is sending in a single player. Check that, 2 players coming in for Galesburg. One of the things we noticed is that this is a big, fast field and the game gets played fast, so the coaches will be doing a lot of substitution to make sure they keep fresh legs in that match. Here comes the kick out by the Galesburg keep. Ball is cleared by Smith to the midfield. Nelson has the ball, trying to get it up the field. Chasing him down is Hunter Holke. Ball goes over the end line. Galesburg will set it up. My guess is that was an offsides call. Goalkeeper sets it out, crosses over midfield. Geneseo picks it up, brings it up to the far side. Hunter Holke brings the ball up, looking for a cross to the middle, gets it over to Holke. Ball's deflected. Rivera brings it up the side, taken away by Rice. Rice is bringing it up, contesting it. Again, Galesburg's trying to get it over the midfield line. Geneseo is rejecting that. Again, we're seeing a pretty strong defense by the Maple Leafs out here this afternoon here at the TBK Sports Complex. Pass broken up by Worth. Back over to Rivera. Chasing it down is Hunter Holke. No extra help on that play. Galesburg takes it away. They're moving it over center field. Pass sent over to Kent. Kent looking for position, gets it to Rivera. Rivera takes a shot. Stopped by Geneseo. Maple Leaf goalkeeper will take the kick. Gets it towards the midfield where Galesburg picks it up. Broken up by Nelson. Going over to the far side. Ball gets cleared over the end line. Corner kick set for Geneseo. One of the things we're seeing is that the Maple Leafs do have a lot of speed this year. Here comes the corner from Geneseo. Ball's lofted in towards the goal, caught by the Galesburg goalkeeper. Geneseo will try to take advantage of that speed they've got up front. They worked pretty effectively against the UT Panthers on Monday. Vergain's got the ball. Galesburg pops it back out. Call is Galesburg throw. Substitutions coming in. Geneseo sending in a player, Galesburg sending in a player. It's kind of hard to see the numbers through this netting here. Looks like Bennett Kreiner coming in for the Maple Leafs. All right, we've got the whistle. Galesburg throw. Ball goes into Kent. Stolen away by Nate Holke. Feed through the middle. No Maple Leafs were there to take the pass. Galesburg goalkeeper picks it up. Looks to clear it out. Another long kick over the midfield. Deflected up by Geneseo. Ball goes out over the touchline. Last hit by the Maple Leafs. Galesburg will take the throw. Ball stolen away by Ethan Ernst. Passes it up to Nelson. Nelson can bring it up the sideline. Getting it over to Kreiner. Fighting to the end. And the call is goal kick for Galesburg. Couple more substitutions coming in. Geneseo sending in one, Galesburg sending in one. Looks like it's number 2, Hayden Kukuru, coming back into the match for the Maple Leafs. Kukuru picks it up, settles it down, looking to get to an open spot. Gomez takes the ball for Galesburg. Geneseo, Mason Smith picks it up. Goes on the outside to Kreiner. Kreiner looking for somebody in the middle. Gets it over to Vergan. Vergan goes back to Smith. Smith settles it. Taking it up the middle. Looking for an open feed. Gets it over to Kreiner. Spin move. Broken up. Galesburg goalkeeper picks that ball up. Will clear it out. Wren is bringing it up the sidelines. Goes out of bounds. Geneseo throw. Kreiner picks the ball up. Ball goes over the touchline. Geneseo throw again. We have obstruction called on Galesburg. Geneseo will set up a direct kick at the spot of the foul. Offensive players are moving into the box. Taking the direct kick is number 41, Charles Rice. A nice loft into the box. Ooh, almost had it. Kukuru was trying for a head into the net. Didn't happen. More substitutions coming in for Galesburg and one coming in for Geneseo. In for the Maple Leafs is number 8, Ethan Holke. Ball's cleared towards midfield. Smith picking the ball up, trying to get it to the outside to Worth. Worth does a nice spin kick. Picking it up is Kukuru, back to Worth. Worth gets it over to the far side. Looking for a Maple Leaf to pick it up. Rice has it, settling it back. Back to the Geneseo goalkeeper who tries to clear it out to the far side. Robinson gets it over to Holke. Holke gets it to the middle. Over to Ethan Holke. Looking for a slot up the side. Goes to the outboard side to Hayden Kukuru. Good field position. Galesburg moving it through. Taking the ball up is Breslin. Breslin gets it over to Kent, broken up by Geneseo. On the far side, Maple Leafs are looking for some clear passing lanes. Here comes the ball over to Holke. Holke sets it back to Worth. Worth looks up the sideline, goes over the touchline, Galesburg throw. We've got 20 minutes left in the half, so we're halfway through the first half of the game. Geneseo ahead 1-0. Call is Geneseo throw. More substitutions coming in for the Maple Leafs. Coach Harvey Morton setting in number 7, Hunter Holke. All right, Maple Leafs are on the attack again. Rice bringing it up the far side. Gets it over, looking for an open slot, bringing it back to the center line. Looking for a cross to the middle. Shot goes wide right by Nate Vergain. Galesburg will set the goal kick. Cleared to midfield. Geneseo breaks it up. Bergan picks it. Moves it up the middle, looking for an open slot. Misses the pass to Holke. Again, Galesburg trying to pull it back out again. Geneseo's defense is relentless. Ball stolen by Nate Holke, gets it over to number 7. Hunter Holke takes a shot, stopped by the Galesburg goalkeeper. Shot by Kukuru, stopped by the goalkeeper. Goalkeeper setting up to clear the pass again. Breslin's getting it, broken up, contesting for the ball. Kukuru has it, gets it up the sideline over to Ethan Holke. Ball goes over the touchline. Galesburg substitution. We have 2 players coming in for the Silver Streaks. There's the whistle. Galesburg throw. Ball's taken away by Kukuru. Sends it over, looking for a slot in the middle. Shot by number 7, Hunter Holke, goes high and wide to the right. Goal kick set for the Silver Streaks. The low kick settled by Rivera. Rivera gets it over to Skiles. Skiles passes it back to Collins. Broken up by Geneseo. Back to Skiles. Pass sent over to Gomez. And we have a foul called on Geneseo. Looks like that could have been an obstruction call. Galesburg will take the direct kick, setting the ball number 22, John Wren. Wren's kick goes towards the box, busted up by Geneseo. Shot at the goal, caught by the Geneseo keep. Ball goes to midfield where it's picked up by Ethan Holke. Holke passes it back, gets it up the sideline. Ball goes over the touchline. Galesburg throw. Substitutions again coming into the match. Galesburg sending in 1 player. Coming in for Geneseo, number 31, Connor Nelson. Ball goes over to Collins. Touched out by the Maple Leafs. Galesburg throw. Nice clear pass to Nelson in the middle. Sends it back to Holke. Holke pulls it back to Smith. Looking to get some positioning. Good reverse move. Pass to the middle. Holke's fighting through, trying to get the ball. They clear it out over to Rivera. We have a whistle. Foul's called on Geneseo. Galesburg will take the direct kick, the spot of the foul. Setting the kick, number 22, John Wren. High lofting kick, caught by the Geneseo keep. Goalkeeper is checking the field, looking for an open spot. There's the kick. Clears it way over the midfield, where Geneseo will try to bring it on attack. Passed over to Daly. Ball's in the corner where Galesburg controls. Galesburg going up the touchline on the far side. Geneseo's coming back on the attack. Good play by number 8, Holke. To the far side over to Kukuru. Kukuru sets it outboard to number 31, Nelson. Nelson looking for an open spot. Fighting the Galesburg defender. Ball is kicked over the end line. Looks like a Geneseo corner kick. Substitutions coming in. Galesburg sending in 1. Geneseo sending in 1. We're in a blind corner here right now. I think Geneseo is setting up for a corner kick. We'll see if they can loft it into the box. There's the shot. Header goes over the crossbar. Nice attempt by number 7, Hunter Holke, to head it in, but it went over the bar. Galesburg sending in another substitution. Goal kick set for the Silver Streaks. There's the kick up, picked up by Worth. Worth gets it to the center to Holke. Holke's playing for position. Shot taken by number 9, Nate Holke. Picked up by the Silver Streak keep. Keep lofts it high and wide. I must say I'm pretty impressed with the Galesburg keep. He has a pretty good foot. He puts it over the center line every time. Galesburg throw, taking the throw for the Silver Streaks is Bile. Galesburg moving for position, Breslin bringing it around. Geneseo broken up by Smith. Holke's trying to go after it, misses the play. Here comes another pass, back up the field, over to Smith, bringing it up the far side. Smith over to Holke. Holke looking to get back to Smith. Smith takes a shot, and goal, Geneseo. Geneseo goal, Mason Smith to Holke. With just 11 minutes left in our first half here at the TBK Sports Complex, Geneseo now leads 2-0 over the Galesburg Silver Streaks. That was a good setup on a play, bringing it to the outboard side, crossing it towards the middle to get the open shot on net. Again, that aggressive defense by Geneseo keeps it in the offensive zone for a lot of the match. Worth has the ball, sending it back to the middle, over to Holke. Holke moving into position. Robinson gets it back to Holke. Ball goes over the end line. Goal kick to call for Galesburg. Keep sets it up on the box line. Eyes the field. Here's the kick. Moves it to the middle. Ball's taken away by Smith. Smith moves it to the far side. Back to the middle, over to Holke. Holke sets it back, gets it over to Rice. Rice tries to get it into Daly. Ball's set up. Worth picks it up, back to Holke. Holke crosses it across the center of the field over to Nate Holke. Moving the ball, looking for an open position. Ball goes back to Hunter Holke up the sideline, looking for a spot to the middle. Moves it up, sets the position. Over to Holke. There's the shot over the crossbar. Right attempt. Outboard, moving it to the center. Galesburg Silver Streak substitution coming into the match. Galesburg will set the goal kick. We're under 5 minutes left in this first half of play. Scores Geneseo 2, Galesburg 0. Nate Holke going after it. We have a foul called. It appears to be a trip in the box. Yes, that's the call, a trip in the box. Geneseo will be setting up a penalty kick. Taking the PK for the Maple Leafs, number 7, Hunter Holke. The official will go talk to the goalkeeper, explain to him what he can and cannot do. Once that's done, the official will give the signal to Geneseo for the PK. Again, number 7, Hunter Holke, taking the PK for the Maple Leafs. There's the whistle. Here's the shot. Goal, Geneseo. With 4 minutes and 20 seconds left in our first half here at the TBK Sports Complex. Geneseo is now ahead 3-0 on a PK by number 7, Hunter Holke. Bring the ball back to the center field, where Galesburg will take the touch to restart play. Geneseo's been keeping a lot of tough defense, a lot of pressure on Galesburg, keeping it in their offensive side of the field, which has led to 3 goals here in the first half. Maple Leafs are pressing again. Kreiner takes it away, looking for a pass. Ball's broken up by Galesburg, taken by Holke. Holke takes a shot. Diving save by the Galesburg keep. Maple Leafs are relentless on the field here. Long kick by the goalkeeper. Possession taken by Geneseo, number 26, Rice. Gets it over to Kreiner. Kreiner's bringing it up the side, looking for a pass to the middle. There it is to Holke. Holke's bringing it up. He's going to settle it back. Passes it into the middle. Gets it back to Kreiner. Kreiner sets it back over to Daly. Daly trying to fight through. Ball's going to the outboard side. Number 31, Nelson has it, looking for a cross to the middle. Disrupted by Galesburg. Galesburg's trying to clear it out of the zone. Worth is chasing the ball. Call is obstruction on Geneseo at midfield. Galesburg will take the direct kick. Setting the ball for the Silver Streaks, number 22, John Wren. Galesburg attempts a shot, goes wide to the right. Geneseo is picking it up, moving it back out to the far side. Ernst is bringing it up, gets it back over the center line. Kreiner is trying to get it away. Ball's cleared back. Nice pick by Galesburg, number 9, Gomez, trying to move it back into position. Ball's thrown in. We've got about 1 minute left. Check that, 6 minutes left. This is kind of odd over here. We can only see the bottom half of the clock over here. A little over 6 minutes left. here in the first half at the TBK Sports Complex. It'll be Geneseo throw. Maple Leafs are bringing it back, comes into Hunter Holke, goes back into number 25, Ernst. Ernst driving to the center of the box. Over to Holke. Holke takes the shot high over the net. Goal kick set, Silver Streaks. Geneseo continues to put a lot of pressure on that Galesburg keep. Silver Streak substitution coming into the match. Here's the goal kick. Cleared to midfield. Galesburg trying to set possession. Geneseo fighting in. Picked up. Holke's got it to the center. Passes it out to the far side. Kreiner's fighting for the ball. Goes over the touchline. Geneseo throw. Maple Leafs are settling it back. Long cross over the field to Slaymaker. Rushing up on the ball is Daly. Daly controls the ball. Looking to send it back in. Goes over to Kreiner. Kreiner back to Daly. Daly takes a shot. Cleared over by Galesburg. Ball's headed by Smith. As Galesburg tries to regain possession. Maple Leafs take control of the ball. Holke has it, sends it over to Daly. Daly back in the middle to Holke. Back out to Daly again. Ball goes over the touchline. Geneseo throw. Substitution. Geneseo sending in back into the match. Number 21, Kyle Ron. Nelson bringing it. We've got a whistle. Looks like a foul called on Galesburg. Geneseo will be setting up a direct kick. Setting the ball for the Maple Leafs, number 17, Alex Slaymaker. Maple Leafs are positioning. There's the loft kick into the middle. Holke picks it up. Moves it back. Gets it over to Rice. Rice over to Ron. Ron looking for a pass. There's a cross to the middle. Galesburg throw. Over pressuring on the side is Kreiner. Broken up by Robinson. Kreiner's in there fighting for it. There's a rush to the center. Ball goes over the end line. Corner kick, the call for Geneseo. Maple Leafs will bring it into the box. Look for that header position. Setting the corner kick for the Maple Leafs, number 25, Ethan Ernst. Nice lob into the center. Couldn't close out the deal. Ball comes back to the center where Smith tries to take it away. Moves it up the sideline. There's a cross to the middle. Nobody in position. Galesburg bringing it back up the near side. Breslin has the ball, takes it over to Reed. Broken up by Slaymaker. Slaymaker gets back to Holke. Ball's taken away by number 20, Stotiski. Back over to Breslin. Ball is taken away by Rice, driving it up to center. He'll keep going until somebody challenges him. There's the shot, caught by the goalkeeper. Now we're under 1 minute in the half. Less than 1 minute to play in this half. Galesburg trying to get something going here in the closing seconds. The Geneseo defense is pretty stingy though. Long clear to the outside. And it appears as if we have a foul called on Geneseo. We'll have a direct kick set by number 2, Jesse Rivera. Defense has got to shut him down. Ball deflected over the end line by the Maple Leafs. It'll be a corner kick. Rivera taking the corner for the Maple Leafs. And that's the end of the first half of play here at the TBK Sports Complex. With the score at the half, Geneseo 3, Galesburg 0. All right, welcome back here to Geneseo Maple Leaf Soccer as we get ready to start the second half of this match. Geneseo versus Galesburg. The Maple Leafs are up 3-0. We're getting ready to start the opening touch for the second 40-minute half here at the TBK Sports Complex in Bettendorf, Iowa. Geneseo sets it back, positions the ball, brings it up the far side. Ball's picked up by Nelson. Looking for a pass up the middle. Racing down is number 2, Kukuru. Ball clears over the end line. Goal kick the call. Silver Streaks will set up a goal kick. Play is broken up by number 9, Nate Holke. Back over to 41, Rice. Rice gets it back to Holke. Holke sends it up to the center. Ball's passed back to Nate Holke. Looking for some space, looking for somebody to get it to. Passes it over to the other Holke. Drops it back to Rice. Rice brings it up the court to number 4, Hunter. Hunter looking for a pass to the middle. Sends it back to Rice. Rice tries to squeeze it in the middle. Play's broken up by Galesburg. Geneseo called for a push. Silver Streaks will take the free kick at the spot of the foul. Ball's lofted in, picked it up by Holke. Moving it up the middle, looking to be challenged. Gets it to the outboard side over to Hunter Holke. Tries to take a shot, deflected off Galesburg. Geneseo corner kick the call. Setting the corner for the Maple Leafs, number 7, Hunter Holke, who will be looking to loft it into the middle. Geneseo will see if they can get another headshot in. Settling it in, passing it back. Ooh, shot goes wide to the right. Out of bounds. No, save. Geneseo's trying to recover. Galesburg picks it up. Breslin bringing it up the sideline. Challenged by Rice. Handball the call on Geneseo. Galesburg will set the free kick. Ball's coming up the side. Pushed over the touchline. Geneseo throw. Geneseo substitution. Holke controlling the ball. Drops it back to Smith. Smith passes it over to the near side. Covered by Robinson. Robinson gets it up to Holke. Looking for a spot to pass it to. Gets it back to the other Holke. Passes it over to Nate Holke. Drops back to Rice. Rice touches it over to the far side. Again, Geneseo looking for open spots, trying to get it set to the middle. Ball's controlled by number 9, Nate Holke. Offside's the call on the Maple Leafs. Galesburg will set the free kick. Offsides is a tricky call to make. Before the ball gets touched, there has to be a defender between the goalkeeper and the ball. Galesburg trying to clear it out of the zone. Ethan Holke trying to bring it in, settling it down. Shot taken by number 7, Hunter Holke, deflected over the end line by the Galesburg keep. Check that. Another offsides call on the Maple Leafs. Goalkeeper will set the free kick at the spot of the foul. Galesburg bringing it up. Geneseo continuing to pressure in. Ball crosses over to the field. Number 6, Robinson. Robinson gets it back in to number 8, Holke. Trying to position. Ball snatched by the Galesburg goalkeeper. We'll look for a kick to clear the field. A long kick over the center field. Disrupted by Smith. Smith gets it over to Robinson. Robinson brings it back to the center to Ethan Holke. Ethan's checking it out, looking for open space, pushes it over to the far side. Worth moves the ball up. Deflected over the touchline by Galesburg. Geneseo throw. Substitutions coming in. Galesburg sends in a sub. Geneseo sends in number 2, Hayden Kukuru. There's the throw. Ball settled by Holke, crosses it into the middle. Picked up by the Galesburg keep. We'll look for another clearing kick. Ball is settled by number 2, Rivera. Rivera gets it over to number 17, Bile. Bile back over to Kisawa. Robinson passes it up to Holke, making a run at the net, looking for an open spot. Ball's covered by the goalkeeper. Good play. Hunter Holke driving into the middle, looking for an open pass. The ball was covered by the Galesburg keep. Back on defense, Geneseo recovers. Pass set up to number 9, Nate. Nate skies it high. Rivera picking it up for Galesburg. Plays broken up by number 26, Rice. Long pass up the the field to number 7. Broken up by Galesburg. Ball's touched over the end line by Geneseo. It'll be a Galesburg goal kick. Ball stopped by Nate Holke. And we have a push called on Geneseo. Galesburg, number 22, Wren, will take the free kick. Passes it up the field over center. Gets it to number 9, Gomez. Gomez passes it over to Kent. Back to Gomez. Holke challenging, takes the ball away. Drives up to the middle. Looks for an open Maple Leaf player. Sends it out to the outboard side. Shot by number 2, Hayden Kukuru, far to the right. Goal kick set for Galesburg. Substitution coming in for the Maple Leafs. I believe that's number 15, Bennett Kreiner. Worth gets it back to the outside, sends it over to Kukuru. Kukuru passes it back up to Kreiner. Kreiner fighting through. Galesburg picks it up, sending it over to the far side to Kuhn. Fought off by Rice. Rice gets it up the sideline, passes it over to Holke. Holke fights to the middle. We have a whistle on the play. I believe that was pushing called on Galesburg. Number 7, Hunter Holke, will set up the direct kick outside the box. We'll look for him to loft it up, see if the Maple Leafs can get a header into the net. There's the kick, deflected up. Foul called on Geneseo inside the box. Galesburg will set up the free kick. Maple Leafs back up into defensive position. There's the kick. Play's broken up by Robinson. Robinson gets it up to Holke. Holke looking for positioning into the middle. There's the cross. Nobody was there. Settling it back down. Worth has the pay. Picking it up. Back over to number 9, Nate Holke. Galesburg breaks it up, trying to make a run up the far side. Geneseo backs up into a defensive position. Number 41, Rice, breaks it up. Gets the ball passed out. Galesburg takes a long, hard, high shot wide to the right. Goal kick set, Maple Leafs. Substitutions are coming in for Galesburg. One player in for the Maple Leafs, number 31, Connor Nelson. And I believe that's number 11, Matthew Daly. Galesburg trying to make a run here. Worth clears it up, long way down the field. Puts it back into the Geneseo offensive zone. Geneseo throw. We've burned through 10 minutes here of this second half here at the TBK Sports Complex. Geneseo ahead 3-0. Galesburg making a run. Offside's the call on the Silver Streaks. Geneseo will set up a free kick at the spot of the call. Taking the kick for the Maple Leafs, number 41, Charles Rice. Finding an open spot. Clears it to the middle. Over to number 31, Nelson. Nelson brings it up the middle. Broken up by Galesburg. Here comes Worth trying to challenge the play. Rivera passing it to Kuhn, back over to Geneseo. Geneseo picks it up, pass over to Nelson. Nelson getting it back to the middle. Kreiner has the ball. Tripped up. And a whistle on that. Tripping called on Galesburg. Geneseo will set the direct kick. Setting the ball for the Maple Leafs, number 41, Charles Rice. Look for another loft kick into the net. There it is. Do we have a header? Shot and goal, Geneseo. I believe that was number 7, Hunter Holke, on the deflection into the net. With 26 minutes left here in our second half at the TBK Sports Complex, the score is now Geneseo Maple Leafs 4, the Galesburg Silver Streaks 0. Play back underway. Galesburg brings it back, sets it up. Defense for Geneseo starting to pressure again. Daly putting pressure on. Now Kukuru's trying to go after it. Worth has the ball, looking to clear it up the far side. There's the pass back to the middle. Galesburg drops it back. Trying to settle it back to clear it out. Geneseo's offense pressuring up the field. Ball's taken by Daly. Daly gets it outboard over to number 2. Nelson tries a shot, deflected off Galesburg. Then we have a foul called on Geneseo. Galesburg will set the free kick. Worth picking up the ball, settling it down, looking for an open space to pass to. A long kick up the touchline, over the touchline, Galesburg throw. Smith picks it up. Another long high kick over the touchline, Galesburg throw. Let's see, what's the official got going here now? Looks like Geneseo will be picking up the kick. Be a drop kick by the official. Maple Leafs push it up the far side along the touchline. Ball's cleared back to the middle by Galesburg. Pass sent over to number 17, Bile. Clears over the touchline, Geneseo throw. Geneseo substitution. 2 players coming into the match. I believe that's number 8, Ethan Holke, and number 18, Nathan Verdan. Maple Leaf throw. Statiski bringing it up, broken up by Geneseo, number 18, Bergan. Moving it to the middle, passing it to the outboard side to Kukuru. Kukuru looking to pass it up to the side, over to Kreiner. Ball's broken up, cleared over to the touchline. Geneseo throw. Maple Leafs are positioning. Galesburg bringing it up, broken up by Rice. Kick back to Rice. Rice driving it up the middle. Sends it over to Holke. Holke looking for a spot. Pushes it outboard. Crossed back to the middle. Stopped by Galesburg. Pushed out. Geneseo throw. Pass goes back into Holke. Back to Worth, centering pass. Broken up by Galesburg. Geneseo's picking it back up. Holke taking a shot. Diving save by the Galesburg goalkeeper. Rice picks it up, clears it up high. We have a push called on Geneseo. It's taking the kick, number 22, Wren. Takes a shot at the goal, captured by the Geneseo keep. We've got about 20 minutes left in the half here. And as I mentioned earlier, I think we're going to see a lot more substitutions. This is a very big field and a very fast game with the artificial turf. So the coaches want to make sure they keep a lot of fresh legs in. So I expect Coach Harvey Morton to be doing a lot of substitutions as we wrap up this match. Holke has it. Pass to the middle, over to the other Holke. Disrupted by Galesburg. Ethan Holke fighting through. Rice has the ball. Passes it to the far side over to Worth. Worth takes a long shot. Up high and wide to the right. Goal kick set. 2 substitutions coming in for Galesburg. 1 substitution coming in for the Maple Leafs. I believe that's number 18, Nate Vergan. Check that the Geneseo substitute was number 14, Riley Nelson. Passed into number 31, Nelson. Ball crosses over the end line. We have an offsides call on the Maple Leafs. We'll hold it. The officials are talking it over. Let's see where they end up. We have an official's time on the field. The officials are going over to talk to head varsity coach Mr. Harvey Morton. Not sure what the discussion's about. The official, center field official, is talking to the Galesburg coach now to brief him on the call. I'm still not quite sure what's going on here. It looks like Geneseo will be setting up a corner kick. Here they are crashing into the box. The ball's lofted up high. Broken up by Galesburg. Geneseo recovering. Breslin for Galesburg picking it up. Ball stopped by Statisky. Geneseo kicks it over the touchline. Galesburg throw. Lyle bringing it back, broken up, pass to the outboard side to Nelson. Nelson crosses it back over the middle to Holke, busted up by Galesburg. The Geneseo offense keeps pressuring Galesburg. Comes another substitution for the Maple Leafs. Checking in number 17, Alex Slaymaker. Holke challenging it in. Ball's cleared over the touchline by Galesburg. Geneseo throw. Maple Leafs toss it in. Holke has it, crosses it back to the middle. On the side is number 17, Slaymaker. Rice picking it up, passing it up the field. Holke has it. Back to Slaymaker. Into the corner. Holke looks to pass it into the middle. 25. Ernst fighting for the ball. Breaks it up. Ball's picked up by Rice. Rice over to Nelson. Shot picked up by the goalkeeper. Ernst fighting through to the middle, over to Holke. Shot dribbled at the goal, picked up by the Galesburg keep. Clears it to center field. Then we have a trip called on the Maple Leafs. Silver Streaks will set up a direct kick. The official will place the ball. Setting the kick, number 22, Wren. Lofts it high at the goal. Captured by the Geneseo keep. Brings it over to the near side. Up the field comes Ernst. Puts a move on, moves it up the touchline. Passes it through, gets it over to number 31. Reverse kick back to the corner. Nelson challenging. And we're into the blind corner. I think they're calling a Galesburg throw. We've got under 15 minutes left in the second half of this match. Geneseo back on the challenge. And we have a foul called on Geneseo again. Galesburg will set the kick. The official is pointing to where that's going to take place. Ball goes over the end line. Corner kick to call. Galesburg sets the corner kick. Geneseo's packing the box for defense. We have a keeper change for the Maple Leafs. A new goalkeeper coming into the box. Geneseo pressuring up. Holke's got the ball into the center, crosses it over, sends it into number 31, takes the shot, and goal! Geneseo! Holke to number 31, Connor Nelson. With just over 12 minutes left in our second half, scores now the Geneseo Maple Leafs 5, the Galesburg Silver Streaks 0. Maple Leafs are unrelenting. They're keeping pressure on Galesburg the whole time. For this early in the season, they've had some pretty good positional ball being played, and it's reflecting in the score of the game. Galesburg will take the opening touch to start again. Number 7, Breslin has it, gets it outboard to Bile. Bile over to Gomez. Galesburg trying to bring it back into the center. Number 24, Skiles has it. Maple Leafs are trying to bring it back. Holke getting it back over to Nate Holke. A long pass into the middle. Recovered by number 31, Nelson. Rice brings it up. Over to Ernst. Looking for a pass to the middle. Nate Holke takes the long shot in. Whoa, that one almost got away from the goalkeeper. However, it was stopped. Ball's cleared out to midfield. Chasing the ball down for the Maple Leafs is Rice. Galesburg throw. Shot goes high over the crossbar, deflected. We have an official's time on the field. Looks like we may have another penalty kick set up for Galesburg. Call was Geneseo trip in the box. Galesburg will set up for the PK. Two officials are talking it over right now, confirming the PK. The center field official will now talk to the goalkeeper, explain to the keep what he can and cannot do. He'll then come over and talk to the shooter, who is number 2, Jesse Rivera for Galesburg. The referee's whistle will signal the launch of a PK. The ball's spaced 18 yards outside the goal. I checked that. It's 12 yards, I believe. 18 yards to the end of the box. All right, number 2, Jesse Rivera getting ready to take the PK on Geneseo. Ball's deflected. Great save by the Geneseo goalkeeper. Ball stays in play. Coming back out. I can't see. We're in the blind corner again. It may be a corner kick for Galesburg. Substitutions coming into the match. 2 players coming in for Galesburg. Checking in for the Maple Leafs. Number 2, Hayden Kukuru, and number 34, Logan Fitzpatrick. There's the corner, deflected by, we have a whistle on the field. Looks like the call goes against the Silver Streaks. Geneseo will set the goal kick. That was a great defensive play by the Geneseo goalkeeper. The PK is a challenging game to play. He was able to successfully get a hand on it, deflected over the crossbar. We have a foul called on Galesburg for a trip. Geneseo will set up the free kick. Maple Leafs are dropping back into an offensive position. There's the launch, over to 31. Shot goes high and wide to the left. Goal kick the call for Galesburg. Holke breaks it up, moves it back, looks for an open position. Ball's crossed over. Last touch by the Silver Streaks. It'll be Geneseo corner kick. Maple Leaf substitution coming into the match, number 5, Sebastian Einfeld. Taking the corner for the Maple Leafs, number 2, Hayden Kukuru. Look for a loft shot into the net. There's the kick. Galesburg, Breslin picks it up. Back to Breslin. Geneseo fighting through. Ball's picked up by Smith. Brings it over to Kukuru. Kukuru brings it up over to Nelson. Nelson positioning the ball. Holke gets it to the middle. Back to the other Holke. Galesburg trying to set up for another shot. Ball is cleared by Smith. Picked up by Nelson. Nelson back to Holke. Holke moves it over to the far side. Geneseo into the corner. Clears it out. Ball's picked up by Einfeld. Brings a shot in, picked up by the Galesburg keep. Holke gets it over to Nelson. Nelson back to Kukuru. Kukuru over to Nelson. Nelson lofts it in. Cleared out by Galesburg. Holke takes a shot, goes wide left. Goal kick set for the Silver Streaks. Einfeld breaks it up, sets it up, moves it up the sideline. goes over the touchline. Galesburg throw. Another Galesburg substitution coming in. Geneseo throw. Geneseo substitution, back in number 15, Bennett Kreiner. Geneseo throw. Galesburg bringing it up the side. Kuhn back over to Collins. Ball's picked up by Geneseo, moved up the field. Holke has it in the middle, looking for some pass to the outboard side. Other Holke has it. There's the lob in. Ball goes over the end line. It'll be Galesburg goal kick. We're under 5 minutes left in the half. Score is Geneseo 5, Galesburg 0. Ball's moved into the corner. Hunter Holke's trying to position it, looking for a pass back to the other Holke. Deflected shot to the goal, picked up by the Galesburg keep. Cleared to the midfield. Rivera picking the ball up, bringing it up. Passing up the field to Statiski. Rivera has the ball. Back to the middle. Passed over to number 24, Skiles. Picked up by number 1. Shot goes wide to the right. Geneseo goal kick. Geneseo on a run. Hunter Holke bringing it up the side, looking for space to the middle. Drops it back. There's the pass into number 9, Nate Holke. Shot sails high over the crossbar. Goal kick the call. Another Geneseo substitution. Kreiner's got the ball, fighting it through, pushes it back outside. Driving in. Shot and goal! Geneseo, number 7, Hunter Holke. Geneseo is unrelenting. That offense keeps pressuring and pressuring. We're just over 2 minutes left in the match. Score is Geneseo 6, Galesburg Silver Streaks 0. Most of this second half has been played in the Geneseo offensive zone. Coach Harvey Morton keeping a lot of fresh legs out there, which I think gives Geneseo a bit of an advantage. Ethan Holke has it, passes it up, over to Kreiner. Kreiner's positioning the ball, breaks free, passes it back. Holke has it, looking for an opportunity. Passes it out to Daly. Daly trying to fight through. Ron has it. Stolen by Galesburg. Galesburg looking for an opening positioning. Maple Leafs clear it back into the offensive zone. Kreiner has it. Back over to Nate Holke. Hayden Kukuru has it back to Kreiner. Kreiner takes the shot. Stopped by the goalkeeper. Good recovery by Galesburg. Green throw. We've got less than a minute left in the match. Galesburg substitution coming in. Looks like Geneseo throw. Ball comes into play. Geneseo tries a lob and shot, goes wide to the right, and that's the end of the match. With the final score, the Geneseo Maple Leafs 6, the Galesburg Silver Streaks 0. For all you Geneseo soccer fans watching this telecast, just a reminder that Geneseo's next game will be on Monday, the 22nd of March. If weather permits, it'll be at the Geneseo soccer pitch. Junior varsity match at 4:30, varsity introductions at 6 p.m. And we do remind you that this is a restricted attendance event. Only those with tickets will be allowed to come in, so if you don't have a ticket, we suggest you tune in to Channel 50, Geneseo's own Channel 50, to watch the soccer match next Monday. That's it from here from TBK Sports Center. I'm David Wallach, your play-by-play announcer. The final score of the match, Geneseo Maple Leafs 6, the Galesburg Silver Streaks 0.